Gavin, I know there was a lot of talk about you possibly being on the move. How'd you feel when you got the news, and what do you think of your new team?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of been in trade rumors off and on, kind of like the last, I don't even know, 6, 7 years. So kind of get used to it and getting thrown around a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I got the news. Obviously, it's initially a little bit of a shock. You kind of you got to pick up and move, and it's a whole new place. But it's the team's full of a lot of really good young players, and obviously having Tito there is amazing. He's one of the most respected managers in the game for a reason. So it's a really good young team that I'm excited to be a part of, and do whatever I can to help the team win. In whatever way that is. So I'm pumped up to be around this young group, and there's a ton of talent, man. So I'm really excited.
We
Hey,
understand you're at your grandfather's birthday celebration. Was that in Wisconsin? And I guess how did that change the direction of your evening? Or did you just kind of get the news and just move along to the celebration stuff?
Yeah, I got the news, and then I kind of just told obviously the family that was there, and then I obviously that's a big deal, a lot going on, and then but we just said whatever, we're gonna enjoy the night and celebrate his birthday, and then we'll go from there, and we just kind of kept on going, but yeah, no, I mean it happened. I got a phone call right there, right then, and obviously. My family was pumped. They're like, this is a great opportunity. It's a great young team, a lot of history in the organization. So, we're all pumped.
Gavin, for as much as uh, there's excitement moving on, and you've been in the trade rumors as long as you have, you also are with the organization that basically punches its ticket every spring for the postseason, and you've been in won two World Series. How tough is that to leave a place that just feels so automatically October every year and is kind of at the top of the game with so many things that they do?
Yeah, it's a great group over there. Obviously, they're doing a lot of things right, and win for a reason. They run things right, and they do a lot of things right. And yeah, I think it's no one's rarely stays in one place and stays with one team. So it's a different look. Obviously, it's a way younger team compared to the Dodgers, but just a lot of, like I keep saying, a lot of young talent. I mean, it felt like every time we came to Cincinnati to play these guys, it's like, man, they got really good arms. They know how to game plan, and there's a lot of really good athletes that bounce around, and they do play. Kind of guys that play all over and they run on you and play hard, and it's a good brand of baseball. So. Like I keep saying, man, I really am excited to get it going and help whatever way I can.
Where do you see what positions are you comfortable playing? With Matt McLean there as well, and some other middle infield type guys.
Yeah, I played a ton of second base. I played a good amount of left field. Came up as a shortstop and then played there a bunch in 2021 when Seager got hurt. So like those three positions, all pretty comfortable at, and I haven't had too much reps at either really third, first, or right. So I mean, I'll play wherever these guys need me to help win, and but really those three spots I feel pretty comfortable about just from getting the reps. But I think if I have enough time and heads up that I can be ready to play wherever these guys need me to.
What was the key to your improvement from the first half to the second half of last season?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was mental. Trying to trust my knee again, hitting, and then using my front knee and leg when I was hitting. So obviously it helped to kind of get further away from surgery and to start trusting it again. And then I just tried to do more damage. I think I tried to get on base and control the strike zone so much that I didn't really take any chances to do damage. And I kind of just said, screw it. I'll trust my eyes, and I'm not going to, chase the ball. I'm not going to swing at balls. I'm not going to chase the zone outside of the zone, and, trust my eyes. And then I just try to start doing a little more damage, taking more shots. And I think that kind of freed me up mentally from getting further past the knee injury also.
Gavin, you brought up how this is
Go ahead.
you brought up how this is a young, talented team, but it's not a team that has experience winning in the postseason. what are tangible things that you could bring to Cincinnati, having already won 2 rings?
Yeah, playoff baseball is a different animal. You know, it's everything's under a microscope. There's a ton of pressure. You know, playing in LA also is a little bit of a pressure cooker too. So, yeah, I think, you know, I've kind of been through a lot of ups and downs in my career, and, you know, injuries and getting sent down, brought back up, changed positions, all that. So, you know, I just hopefully with some of these young guys that are just coming up, obviously I'm not proclaiming I'm a vet or anything, but, you know, just some of these younger, you know, 22, 21, 23-year-olds that, you know, hopefully I can, you know, help be a shoulder that these guys can lean on. And because I've kind of been through all the ups and downs you can imagine. So, you know, just trying to be a good clubhouse guy. And then I know a lot of these guys already just from playing against them and showcase stuff in high school. So I'm looking forward to it.
How big of a deal is it, Gavin, to have winning expectations from the get-go? Obviously, the Dodgers had those from spring training, start of spring training, right on through. Do you sense in your conversations so far with the organization, same thing exists now here in Cincinnati?
Yeah, I agree. Totally. You know, that's the first thing we talk about is like, who cares? All we want to do is win. And I think, you know, that's how it should be. Who cares who plays where or what it is? Let's just go out there and try to win games. And yeah, I think, you know, what talking with Tito and you know, the front office guys, it's like, yeah, we want to win now. And I think obviously with all this young talent, you know, the ceiling is about as high as it can be, probably as any team in the league. So I think, you know, it's going to be a fun year. And you know, it's a really good group of guys, man, and a lot of young talent. So I'm looking forward to getting rolling, man.
Hey, speaking of ceilings and things like that, coming off the second half you just had, how are you looking at the idea of hitting during your home games at Great American Ballpark?
It's a great place to hit. Obviously, I'm not going to try to come in there and you know, hit 40 homers. It's not really my game, but you know, just take quality at bats, then get on base, put the barrel on the ball, and do some damage when I can. But it is a really good place to hit, and I think everyone kind of knows that. But as soon as you start chasing, trying to hit pull side homers, it's no bueno. So I'll stay away from that one.
You talked about the positions and kind of being willing to wherever they want you to play. And Nick Kroll brought up third base without anybody even asking him, at least taking a look at you there. Can you wrap your mind around that? I mean, is that a place that you have any comfort level at all? I know you've played there once in the big leagues, maybe 4 times in the minors. I don't know what other experience you have. And then just the idea of whether that becomes the case or not, or second base becomes a case or not. How do you see you moving around? Is that a comfort zone for you? And how much do you just see? Could you be in the lineup every day at 3 or 4 different positions?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played much third. Honestly, it's a little bit different angle or off the bat. It takes a little bit to get used to. But like I said, I feel like personally, if I have enough time to kind of get prepared at a bunch of different spots, I'll be fine there. You know, I can make those adjustments and I'll be fine. And like you said, it's valuable, you know, to have a guy that can play a couple different spots to get in the lineup and free some other guys up to get at bats and move guys around. And yeah, I think, you know, I know how important that versatility piece is and how valuable it is. And yeah, I think wherever it is, I just, you know, we want to win and however I can do that and you know, help Tito, you know, put the lineup together he wants. I think that's the most important piece.
Well, it's like playing with a talent like Ohtani, and then you're coming to a team that has a potential talent like that in De La Cruz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's extremely fun to watch, man. I mean, he's about as dynamic as a player in baseball right now, and he's so young. And obviously, like we keep saying, for him personally, the ceiling's you know, unlimited, and it's just seeing the stuff that he can do on a baseball field. And you know, I think when we played him in LA last year, I think he stole like 5 bases in one game, and we're like, we can't stop this guy. We got to keep him off base because if he gets on first, it's a double, triple. Like, you know, it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and he can do a lot of different things, and he's really impressive.
What do you remember most about the postseason last year? Obviously, you played a key role in it, Gavin. Game 4, I guess, against the Padres, and then what you were able to do in the World Series. How important is that to what you bring here to Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think like we keep saying, the playoffs are a different animal, and then once you're in it, you totally you understand why everyone says that. Every little detail matters, and but yeah, it's like you get in the playoffs, it's a dogfight, and I think I kind of learned that this past year that the attitude's just as important as anything in the mentality of the team, and I think like we keep saying, this team, this org, they want to win, we want to win, and I think that mentality, and hopefully I can just bring, any experiences that I've had over the past 5, 6 years, and hopefully it can just be an open book and help the young guys out as much as I possibly can.
Hey, Gavin, do you live in Wisconsin full time or in the
Yeah,
off
yeah,
season?
yep, freezing my balls off, man.
Yeah, it's not warmer here. But is there something about going to the Central and knowing that you get to go home twice a year?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, me and my fiance, we get to be around our family and friends a bunch more. Even Cincinnati's 5.5 hour drive, Chicago, St. Louis, all those are really close. And I think that's a part that's pretty cool. Is we're in the Midwest where I grew up, and a lot of my family friends can shoot right down and see me playing. Little stuff like that definitely helps and matters. So being close to home is pretty cool.
Anybody else?
And you said you talked to Tito. Did he reach out pretty quickly?
Yeah, right away. Within the hour that I found out, and he's awesome, man. Just our first conversation, I can tell this is a baseball guy that obviously we all know has been around there, and he's won a lot of games and has done a lot of great things in this game. So that's about as good of a manager as you can get right there.